Thank you. Professor, thank you again for coming here and visiting us. I would like to, it's not actually a question, but I would like to hear your comment about recent events, because people who were living here long enough to feel the differences that Polish people had. I mean, the view of Polish people against the Turks due to the fact that current events, for example, refugee crisis, had some effects on people with the media, etc. Well, do you find it concerning as we find it as concerning? I mean, there was a sympathy before, a few years back, towards Turks, but it's disappeared lately. I suspect it's due to the fact that refugee crisis arose and the media was constantly focusing on that, and the fact that we have the same religion as those people, as those Syrian people coming to Europe. How do you comment on that?
Well, certainly people don't like these large amounts of migrants and migrations to their own country, because everyone has, a kind of hesitation and a kind of anxiety, losing his job, etc. That's understandable. But I'm not the one, who would reject the Syrian part. I know this country a little bit. Syrians have a wonderful elite in Middle East, and a good part of them are good artisans. However, they also have beggars and bandits, etc. And good agronomes, agriculturists. So they can be assimilated. There is no reason to reject these people forever, which I don't find very right. It's very fact, it's my idea. To talk about anti-Turkism in this country is for me not easy to understand, because even during Second World War, the darkest age of the Poland, there were lots of migrants from Soviet Union, Tatars and other Turkic peoples. I asked them personally during my lifetime, because I'm a man born in 47, what kind of days you had. Of course, very difficult days. It was war, but we had no rejection and no anti-Turk, anti-Muslim feelings among the Polish people. That's what they said, the immigrants of those days. There are many, Here they had, even a Turkic community starting on the Bazar Rinke, up, climbing to the level of academicians, etc. I can give you some names even. So that was their joint and common opinion. If there is a kind of anti-Turkism today, which I don't, we will know very well, of course, it's a pity. It's a pity. Because we have another image for this country. Hopefully it will pass. It will pass. The days are very difficult for everyone, and everyone looks for that. But if this anti-Turkism comes by German propaganda, covered or uncovered, it's really something to discuss. Because I know the Germans have a very serious anti-propaganda for Turks of different reasons. We are aware of that as scholars. There are some new dissertations in Germany who have nothing to do with serious tradition of scholarly tradition of this country. We can give you some names, who write fakes, and in German, which is called Dichten, They dicted, that's a Dichtung, that's a fake historiography, and those have nothing to do basically with the quality of former classical German Orientalists and historians and scholars. And there is a really subversive attack, towards some points of Turkey and Turkish history. For example, he gives a book, Ehrenmord in der Türkei. Ehrenmord is, as you heard about it, this so-called honor mords, etc. They don't give any geographical definition nor a timetable of that type of cases. That's a sociological monography, soi-disant, so-called one. Or any kind of, propaganda brochure under the title of a scholarly work. The one talks about gas chambers in Trabzon, I beg your pardon, Trabzon, one of the underdeveloped regions of Turkish Empire on the Black Sea coast, and during First World War. During First World War, gas chambers. That's, she's crazy, the one who talks about it, what's a gas chamber and what has to do, with Turkish industry or chemistry of the First World War years. This type of propaganda affairs have been certainly financed not by scholarly institutions, but some others. It's Clark that I would like to say here and leave it to your own understanding and your own search. Thank you.